Hi guys, Durka here, and welcome back to another video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video on the Q400, and hopefully with that video you guys have got two options how to add a flight plan to the Q400. It's weird, on the Q400 I actually, for some reason, I just like manually doing it, and then for example on the PMDG or the Airbus, I actually like putting in a company route, but everyone's got their preferences in that. But hopefully that helped you a lot. So good. Today we are doing Xplane 11. Yeah, I haven't done an Xplane video for a little while. Well, I think I've only done one, and I think we were in the IXEG as well. As you can see, IXEG. We are currently in Port Elizabeth, which is in South Africa, my home country. Port Elizabeth is sort of on the southeast coast of South Africa. And we're doing a flight down to Cape Town. This is a really nice route. This is a proper scheduled route. Yes, British Airways, which is operated by Comair in South Africa. I was actually looking. I don't think they use the 300 anymore. I think they've upgraded to the 800 now. I was looking on Flight Radar the other night, and yeah, I think they've got rid of all their 300s, or maybe they've just got one or two left. I don't know. Maybe someone can give me an update on that. But I think they have got rid of all their 300s, and they are now using the 737-800. We're flying, from Port Elizabeth down to Cape Town, and I have got some amazing ortho scenery for South Africa. One of my mods on my Twitch channel, a big shout out to Cody. He made some South African ortho for me. We actually made a whole lot of other ortho for me. I do have a lot of ortho, but with my internet, I've got a real bad internet, so it takes me forever to download these tiles. So he kindly offered to make some ortho for me. So I have done this route before, and it's an amazing bit of scenery along this route. I think the flight time is just on an hour, or just on an hour, just maybe over an hour. And hopefully, which I think we're going to be landing runway 19 into Cape Town, which gives us a nice view of Table Mountain. Yeah, and it's looking really good. So and just another thing is the British Airways 777, United 747, and the Air New Zealand, what is that, a 767 at the end there. Yeah, that's a little bit unrealistic. I think this is just a little add-on airport I added. And it's nice just to see some AI. I hate coming to airports. I've always said it. I hate coming to airports and not seeing any other planes. So there you go. So as usual, we'll set up the aircraft. I'll show you setting up the aircraft. We'll take off. We'll get up to cruise. I'll stop the video. I'll put it on again, and we'll check out some more scenery. Then I'll switch it off, back on just before top of descent, and then we'll prepare the aircraft for our landing into Cape Town. And so next time you see me, we'll be waiting in the cockpit, ready to get set up. There'll be a couple of seconds for you guys. This is going to be done on IVAO, and I'm doing this with Qantas Virtual as well. Yeah, so it's really quite confusing. British Airways, operated by Comair, on Qantas. Yeah, but it's a code share. It's a code share, so I might as well do it on my on my VA, so I can get the hours in. So cool. All right, guys. I will see you in a second or two. Okay, welcome back. I forgot to say at the sort of that little introduction is I'm using a new mic. I'm using a new desk mic. Normally when I did these videos, I used a mic from my headphones, but that went on the blink, so I just bought myself a little desk mic. I've got another desk mic which I use to speak to you guys when I'm doing when I'm streaming on Twitch, but I have bought another little mic. So guys, yeah, again, let me know if my voice is too loud, or it's too soft, or the sim is too loud, too soft, all those good things. Yeah, please let me know. Yeah, I just want to get it right for you guys. I know I've had some issues with my voice and sounds in the past before, but and I'm back on Shadow Play as well. I think my last few videos I've been using Shadow Play. Yeah, so good. Okay, so our pre-flight, we're in cold and dark. I've done our aircraft weights already, so we've got just on 8,000 kilograms of fuel. Zero fuel weight is 44.5. So that's all good. Preferences, yeah, those are the ones I use. Not going to worry too much about that. Ground services, that's what we need. So let's connect our ground power unit. We're then going to do our fuel, 8,000, and our zero fuel weight is 44, so giving us a total weight of 52.6 ton. And then there's our trim. Okay, so let's just close that in the meantime, and now we can start setting up the plane. So we put our battery on. We're going to get our ground power on, and then let's start. So let me just adjust some of my cameras here. So we're going to put our IRSs to nav. We'll get those sort of working. I think we've got 7 minutes on those. Yeah, 7 minutes there. Let's move to our left panel. I'm not going to put the yaw damper on just yet. Actually, let's just get out. They have added they have improved, IXEG have improved on the checklist. I think the previous ones were, it did look like this, but it was a little, there wasn't as much detail. So, so let's do, so window heat can go on. Hydraulics are set, air conditioning and press. Yeah, we can get our packs on, get our recirc fan going. That all looks good, that all looks fine. So no smoking sign is on, fasten seatbelts on. We can on the emergency lights. I'm just sort of just skipping through some of these guys. I'm not going through auto race. See, this is the one thing I mentioned this on my stream the other. I thought the RTO was always put on sort of around sort of before taxi. Yeah, but I'll do that. I'll stick to that. So parking brake was set. Yeah. Just go through these quickly. I'm not going to do the MCP just yet. Okay, well, let's come back to that. So we can get we got no fuel in the center tanks. I'm not going to put on the APU just yet. That's all fine. That's all good. That panel's all good. We've got our packs on. I'm going to put our APU bleed on just yet. We can put our position light on so the ground crew know that we're sort of setting up. Our flight was, what did I say, 32,000. 32,000. 32, and that gives us a altitude. 32 is 6. So cabin altitude, let's just do that, 6,000. Okay, that's on ground. We'll set that to flight just before we take off. Landing altitude, let me just see what our landing altitude is quickly. Looks like 147. 147. do like 150. There we go. Okay, we'll come back and double check all that. I'll do the MCP in a bit as well. Let's start. So excuse some of my camera angles here. Yeah, they're not the best, but they work for me, so it's all good. Let's just start setting up the rest of the plane. So we've got the HSI in map view, the range, etc. TCAS, we've got TARA. We'll just leave that on now. We can just give ourselves a squawk. We're not going to put the weather radar on just yet. All right, now we can go to the FMC. All right, good. So our position init page, we are at Port Elizabeth, so that is FAPE. We can then use our last position, or the position of where the plane is. You can use the GPS position as well. I know some people use that, but I'm just going to set it to where we actually are on the first page. Okay, so what I was saying earlier is SimBrief do have a co-route option now. So what you need to do is download it from SimBrief. I'll show you here quickly. So it has got a SimBrief. Let me just where is it? So there it is, there, IXEG 737 Classic. Okay, and then what you need to do is, so you can either add it manually, or you can just use the co-route. And what you need to do is, let me just see if I have it open as well. Yes, I do have it open. Let me just show you guys. Yeah. So what you need to do is you need to create a folder called co-routes. And again, this was I was helped by one of my community members on my Twitch channel, because I was a little confused to where you actually add the flight plans. But yeah, what you got to do is you got to just create a folder called co-routes, as you can see there, and then within there you can see we've got the routes there. It's just a .fpl. Okay, and fun enough, when I flew this flight here, you see this from FAOR, which is from Oliver Tambo, so Johannesburg, down to PE. It actually didn't work for some reason. Yeah, so I actually landed up doing it manually. But let's see if it works now. So FAPE, and we're going to FACT. No, you see, invalid co-route format. Strange. I don't think you need. No, you don't need 01. And it shouldn't be. It is definitely the right format. It's .fpl. Maybe I'm. Oh, no, it's definitely. Let's double check that. Yeah, FPL. Yeah, FPL is the. Guys, I might be doing something wrong. If I am, or I'm just missing something, I'm sure somebody will correct me in the chat there. But let me just try one more thing. Yeah, FACT 01. I don't think it's 01 because it's not coming up. No, file not found. 1. No. Invalid co-route format. Don't know. Anyway, let's just do it this way. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. So where our departure is, and FACT. Runway, we're heading off on, let's have a quick look. Where is my route? 08 from Port Elizabeth. 08. And now we can go to we can add our route now. So there's no SID out of Port Elizabeth, so it's going to be our first waypoint is OK RAV, and that takes us to airway UQ49, Uniform Quebec 49, and that takes us to SRusk is Rusk, and then Q51, and that takes us to Getten, G-E-T-T-E-N, Getten. Okay, good. So not too difficult, but I would have liked to just showed you guys the co-route thing. Yeah, I need to just say, as I said, I'm not sure if I'm just doing something wrong or missing something, but anyway. Let's activate that. Execute. We can flaps 5. That's fine. Our trim is 3.4, which I think was 3.6. I'm just going to leave it as that. The runway winds. Let's just have a quick look at our runway wind. Runway wind is 140.08, so 140, 140 at 008, and slope, I don't think this likes this format. Oh no, it does, yeah. Outside air temperature is 19, so that's good. Just got our legs route, we can just see, there we go, and we can put our departure in now. So we're taking off from, I want to just double check this this runway, just make sure on this runway. Sorry guys, just bear with me. Yeah, 08 we'll take. As I said, there's no SID out of Port Elizabeth. Okay, good. So it'll be direct to Ocrav. Yeah, Ocrav will go direct there. All right, let's finish off the plane. So 0. I'm too used to the PMDG just clicking on it, eh? So our 0 fuel weight was 40. What was it? 44.5. 44.5. Reserves, as always, 1.2, and our flight level was 32. Let me just make sure on that as well. Actually, I'm getting 34. Yeah, let's go 34 then. 34, yeah, 34,000. And the winds are 229. That's 048. And outside air temperature is minus 49. A pleasant minus 49. Transition altitude in SA is 8,000, I think. Is it not 8,000? Double check. I'm sure it's 8,000. 7.5 in Cape Town. It might be different in some parts of South Africa. Let me just have another look here, and I'll tell you guys right now. It's actually 5,500. 5,500 in Port Elizabeth. There we go. Execute that. I'm not going to do a derate. Takeoff. We can now just confirm our V1, V rotate, V2 speed, and we can basically finish up right there. There we go. All right. Good. That's done. Let's do our MCP quickly now. Flight directors are on. Our V was 143. I'm going to give it a little bit more. 143. Let's give it like 149. That's fine. Heading was it's a 086 heading. 086 of 08. 086. Let's just put this up to like 10,000 and then okay, good. What I'm going to do in the meantime as well, I am going to start our smart cards for Q virtual. Hopefully that's not too loud in the background. All right, good. All right, let's finish setting up now. Actually, let me put that down a little softer. Good. Hopefully that's not too loud. Okay, let's get our APU started. So APU bleed goes on. We can now start the APU up. Normally you can sort of let it go when you see the low pressure there. I sort of let it go. It's just a habit. As I say, we all do things a little different. I sort of let it go when the needle starts moving. Just trying to see anything else we've left out. No, I think we are good. All right, let's see. There we go. So we have got APU running. I'm going to turn off our ground power. Ground power has gone off. I'm going to put our volt switch to APU gen. That's all good. We can now put on our anti-collision. That's good. Let me just quickly do let's look at our checklist. So where were we? Auto brake. I'm not going to put auto brake on yet. Takeoff speeds V1, V rotate, V2 is completed. The MCP V2 is done. Let me double check that V2. Yeah, V2. Heading is check. Altitude is check. That's pre-flight checklist completed. Before start, windows and doors are closed. Anti-collision, yes, we did that. Transponder, I did put that on, eh? We can did it reset? Well, let's just do that. Okay. I might have just messed around with that. There we go. Let's just do that. As I said to you, I am doing this on our valve. And I've not used our valve too much on Xplane. It's on standby, yeah. Why are we not transmitting yet? Or maybe only when we take off. Maybe, yeah, I think it's only when you take off. I haven't used our valve for ages. Okay, so before start, it's all done. Okay, let's get Pushback. And I'm using this brilliant new add-on called Better Pushback. It is great. It's free and it's amazing.
Ground to Cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Yeah, it is a really, really nice little add-on. I've got the link below. Yeah, in the description below, guys. Yeah, really. Let's just do that. There we go. I don't want to be too close to that.
Ground to Cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Yeah, a great little add-on this. A free add-on. The link is below. Go grab it. It's great. Well, we've got another tow here in front. Oh. They added a new thing now. You can actually sit in the cab, in the tug cab. Look at that. Oops. Oof. How cool is that? Yeah, How cool is that? You can actually move out as well, so you don't have to stay there. You can actually move out. Where's our friend? There he is there.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
So if you always wanted to see how these little tugs do the pushback, there you go. I don't know how realistic that is. Does that, can someone comment on that?
So connected.
Yeah, I don't know how does it actually lift up? It's almost sort of lifted up the aircraft there. We can put our parking brake off.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Oh well, thank you very much. There we go. Pretty cool, eh? Free add-on, guys. Yeah. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright, let's get back into, let's start our engines. So we are going to turn our packs off. We are going to start the right engine first. So right ignition go on, and we can put it to ground. And we can look at our N2. We'll get up to about 20%. And then we'll fire up some fuel. We'll give it fuel even. There we go. Again, if you guys watch my Twitch channel, a lot of you will know that I'm using my hardware. So I've got a Cessna Cytec yoke, some Cessna Cytec rudder pedals, and some throttle and a throttle quadrant. I struggled so much with it at Xplane 10, and a lot of people were saying to me, like, Durka, why? Like, why we? And I just did. Yeah, I just couldn't use my hardware on Xplane 10. And this is why I'm enjoying Xplane 11 so much now, because my hardware, it's just working really well with most of my planes. It's working really well with most of my planes. Saying that, and I'm going to get my excuses in now, it's still quite sensitive with this IXEG.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
All right, parking brake is set. It is quite sensitive with this plane. But I know if you speak to a lot of people, the general census with this plane, that it is quite sensitive on a lot of people's settings and hardware, etc. But yeah, anyway, my hardware is working really well now with Xplane 11, which is great. Okay, we can disconnect. Let's start. We can put that into continuous. Let's start our left engine. Ignition switch goes to left, and we put the ground switch on, and you can see that we're starting to spoil up now.
Hose disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. Well, see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you very much. Oh, one thing I didn't do is let's get our Q&H quickly. 1025. Yeah, let's just quickly do that. 1025. There we go. Okay, good. Two good starts. We can put that to continuous. So let's finish. We put our pitos on. Our hydraulic pumps can go back on. Packs. Go to auto. That's good. Our gens can go on. We can turn off our APU, and APU bleed can go off. Your damper can go on. Taxi lights can go on. Runway turn off lights can go on. Anti-collision, that's all good. We don't need logo. Let's just double check. Alright, so before taxi, generator's on, the pitos are on, anti-ice is on, packs are auto, isolation valve is on auto, start switches are continuous, check recall is check, start levers, idle, yep, flight controls, those are all good, our rudders are all good, check, ground equipment is gone. Flaps 1, 2, 3 for flaps 5, and the APU is switched off, and that's the before taxi checklist completed. I'm always at the stage where I'm sure I'm still forgotten something. Oh yes, I have. You see, RTO. There we go. Rejected takeoff. All right, good. Good. Alright, let's taxi. I'm still not sure if I'm connected to Arval. Yeah, I'm not seeing myself on the web eye. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not sure why I'm not connected yet, unless. Yeah, I'm not sure. It says I'm connected. Oh, I'm not sure. It says the flight plan's been sent as well. Oh, you see what I was saying about how sensitive it is? You see that? Yeah, very sensitive. Look at that. Very sensitive, this plane. You sure don't want to disconnect? No. Oh, I don't know. Again, it might just be I'm too used to Arval on P3D, so that's on TARA. The only thing I can think of is my connection. Oh, do we need to be on? Alright, I'll sort that out now. Let's just line up. We'll just line up. There's no one around here, so I'll just leave that up there. Very sensitive, very sensitive. So I don't. All my other planes are pretty good, actually really good. This is the only plane that it just gives me that. Yeah, it's just that extra sensitive. All right. Let's just line up. Let's get our parking brake on. I want to just see if I can just quickly sort out this Arval thing, guys. I think it's because we are not. Is it 2280A? Oh, you know what? If we can't get it right, it's. Let's see if that has worked now. Connect. Oh, there we go. Disconnect. Connect. We are CAW. What are we? CAW 324. Oh, it looks like we've connected now. There we are. So we are on Unicom now. Okay, it might have just been that. It could have just been that. I still don't know sure why I can't put this to transmit. Alright, it's not a big deal. Alright, taxi light can go off. And just do our trim. Alright, we're still waiting for... I'm just going to go, yeah. This is a real small taxiway. That's why our ground staff, well, sorry, cabin staff are still talking. But I'm just going to get going. Yeah, I'm just going to get going while they're doing their thing. Oh, there we go. They just stopped. They've just stopped. All right, let's go. Have to be really careful with these real sensitive rudders. Yeah, the plane goes all over the place normally. That doesn't look too bad today. I can feel my... Alright. Positive climb. Gear up. Trim this now. There we go. Let's get nicely trimmed. Alright, we can put our LNAV on. We can put autopilot on. Alright, that's just a little shortcut I've got for my autopilot, so yeah, I need to actually move that. There we go. Alright, let's get VNAV on. Should have maybe put VNAV on a little sooner there, but never mind. Yeah, we just started dropping a little bit of speed there. Alright, good. Good. Alright, hopefully you all had a nice time in Port Elizabeth. They call this the Windy City. They call this the Windy City, so... I'm going to just try something again, guys, just with my shortcut here for the trim. See if that... Oh yes, it is. Oh, that's a pain. So my trim down is linked to my autopilot disengaged. Okay, we'll have to try remap that. I might do that when I, you know, when I said, when I stop, when we get to cruise, and I stop the video, I might just quickly sort that out. So. Alright, good. Let's just quickly look at before takeoff. Okay, we did all that. trim was set, flaps was set. After takeoff, we can now, the bleed air is on. Let's put that to from ground to flight. Bleed air on, the packs are all to the landing gear is up and off. We've locked that off. The flaps, we flap 0. And altimeter, we can actually change now to back to standard pressure, which is 1013. There we go, because remember transition was 5,500, so we can actually start getting our altitude up as well. Let's get rid of that. So there's the airport back there. Passing 10,000, so we can get all our landing lights off. Our star switches can go to off. I'm going to leave the seatbelt lights on a little longer. Oh, you know what I forgot to put on was the galley. Oh no, we'll have people complaining about warm beer, and we don't want warm beer. We do not want warm beer. Alright, good. So everything's looking good. Everything's looking fine. Hopefully there's not too much cloud. Yeah, hopefully there's not too much cloud for you guys, so I can show you this amazing scenery. This amazing scenery. If there is a lot of cloud, we'll just turn it off so I can show you guys. Let me just actually have a look what the weather's doing. I'm not getting any cloud. A little bit of cloud. Yeah, there should be a little bit of cloud. So I'm not sure where all this cloud is coming from. Oh, there we go. Look how nice that looks. So while we're getting up to cruise, I'll quickly show you guys what I'm running. Remember, guys, I don't do many Xplane videos. There's a lot of good Xplane videos out there. A lot of good Xplane content creators out there. I stream a lot of Xplane lately as well. Well, I've been streaming Xplane for what, maybe a year and a half now, and I'm really enjoying Xplane. Yeah, the more I'm using it, the more I'm enjoying it. But as I said, the big thing for me was my hardware. I was just really struggling using my joystick the whole time. And it was a super sensitive joystick as well. So what am I running? So tonight, well, this afternoon's flight, I'm using the IXEG 737 from X Aviation, and all the links are below, guys. All the links are below. I'm using ortho for XP. This is ortho for XP South Africa, which is just so good, so good. What else? I'm using SkyMax Pro, the latest version 4.6. I'm using better pushback. I'm using what's the other one? XP Realistic Pro, which I haven't really had too much time to set up. I need to just give some time, but it's really nice. It sort of gives you that head movement. It gives you some added noises of the gear going up. Yeah, it gives you a whole lot of extra sounds and realistic sort of immersions and that type of thing. So that's the other thing. Just trying to think what else. I'm using this blue FX. Again, yeah, this is another little add-on I'm using. I always found Xplane 11, and I know a lot of people say Xplane 11, it's meant to be a sort of a bit dark, a bit grey, because that's how it's meant to be in real life. You know, when you look out of a plane, you sort of see that sort of, you know what I'm trying to say, it's that sort of haze, sort of greyish, darkish, and for me it was just a little too bland. So again, someone from my community sent me this link, and it's called Blue FX. Again, it's below. You guys go download it. And I played a lot with it, and I really like it. As you can see there, look at the nice. It's just making the sim stand out a little better. It just gives me a little bit more color. You need to just take note though. These colors could be different because of the actual ortho. So if you're not using ortho and you just say you're using default, it could look different to mine, even if you use exactly the same settings as mine. Yeah, it's all going to look a little different depending on what scenery you're running. Because if you guys are aware, ortho can it can show different color on different tiles. For example, my ortho around the UK, it's got different color shades around. So, but all I've done is I'm using editor's choice. So you can see it's got some presets here which are already set. Some of them are absolutely horrible, some of them are terrible, but the one I liked was editor's choice. And then what I did was I just adjusted my brightness, my contrast, and my saturation. And I quite like what I've got there. Yeah, you can sort of, and what I like about it as well, you see it's got these two sort of windows here. It will always, yeah, it will always sort of show you, I think this is default. Yeah, this is default on the left. And then on the right is what you change it to. You know what, I'm going to drop that green down a little bit. It looks a tad little, there we go. There we go, we'll drop that green down a little bit. There we go. Maybe too much blue there now. That's fine, actually, that looks nice. That looks nice. And you just sort of close it down and that saves it there. So, oh man, look at that. Look how nice that's looking. Alright, so we're getting up to 34,000. What else am I running? What else am I running? Just trying to think. I'm running, as I said, Navigraph charts. There's the Navigraph charts there. I'm running those. There's our route there. You can see that's where our plane is there. I use SimBrief. I use SimBrief to basically for the dispatch for our route and fuel and all that. I'm using Shadowplay to record this. I think that's it. I think I've got everything. Yeah, I think I've got everything. So cool. Good. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to sort of end it there. Yeah, we've still got like another just under what 10,000 to go. I'll stop it there. I don't think you. Everything's sort of. We can turn off our seatbelt. Actually, let's turn the seatbelt off now. So that goes to auto. Oh, you know what I did forget? I forgot my strobe. Naughty. I did forget my strobe there. There we go. Our strobe's on now. And yeah, everything else is looking really nice. Another big thing for me, which is coming to Xplane, is Active Sky. Active Sky is an amazing weather engine, and it blows any other weather engine out the water. Yeah, I don't care what you say, we'll argue till the cows come home. Active Sky 16 is an amazing weather engine. I use it on P3D. Oh, there we go. You see, look at that tile there. We got one little dodgy tile there. Very rare in South Africa. Most of these tiles are absolutely amazing. Look at the mountains down there. Look at that. Just looks absolutely incredible. But you can see we got one little dodgy tile there. But you know what? That one little dodgy tile is nothing compared to what we've seen down there. Yeah. Anyway, so Active Sky is coming to Xplane. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait. The next thing we need now is Rex textures. Yeah, and then I think I'll drop P3D completely and just fly on Xplane. Oh, you didn't hear that from me. You didn't hear that from me. Anyway, guys, thank you. I'll see you sort of during the flight. So we'll get up to cruise. We're nearly at cruise 34,000. I'll stop the video, but I will put it on just to show you some more scenery, some more of the mountains, and then we will get it back on again for our arrival. Well, our top of descent. Yeah, just before top of descent, we'll get it back on again, and then we'll set up the aircraft for our arrival in Cape Town. Good. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, literally a second. But I'm just going to stretch my legs, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Cheers. Okay, guys. I'm back a little sooner. We're not quite at top of descent. We've got some guys talking on Unicom here for some reason. I'm not too sure why these guys are talking on Unicom, but anyway. So what I'm going to quickly do is let me just quickly show you our side, show you the views where we are. As I said, we're nowhere near top of descent, but I wanted to just quickly put my arrival details in now. Look how beautiful that is. So if you guys aren't aware, this is this route. If you drive it, from Port Elizabeth down to Cape Town, it's called the Garden Route. It's an amazing place. You go through things like St. Francis Bay, Jeffreys Bay, some amazing surfing around Jeffreys Bay. Just trying to see what else. Storms River is beautiful. Plettenberg Bay, Neisner, George. You can go Mossel Bay if you love your golf. Amazing golf courses around here. Yeah, and then you can go down to Cape Orgullis, which is the furthest point in Africa. Yeah, you can't go any further than that. And then you can go up to Hermanus, you can go whale watching in Hermanus, or you can go to Hermanus or Hans Bay and go watch shark diving, great whites. You can go watch the great whites in the cages. One of the biggest breeding grounds of great whites in the world, around Hermanus. Look at that view there, absolutely amazing. Anyway, so let's just quickly do our arrival into Cape Town, and I'm going to just quickly show you on the charts here. So I've sort of got them pre-done already. So our arrival, we are going on the Getton 1 Bravo. So the Getton 1 Bravo, which is the Getton waypoint over there, we need to be 10,000, and then we need to drop speed to 250, then 210, and then we do a right turn. And then we do a left turn for runway 19, so the 19 arrival, and then our approach. I'm not going to do this transition. Yeah, I'm not going to do this transition. I'm just going to sort of, as you saw in the previous, I'm sort of just going to vector ourselves up, do a left turn, and then get onto the localizer for 19. Yeah, so that's our approach. into Cape Town. So let's do that on the FMC. So what did I say? The Getten, was it the Getten 1B? Yeah, Getten 1B. And we are going to do ILSZ. So I'm not going to do a transition. Yeah, I'm not going to do the CTV1 or CTV2. It's sort of, yeah, you go over the Cape Town VOR, and then you sort of go out and come back in again. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that one. So we just do that one. Let's just check our route. Yeah, we got one disco there. Oh, actually, no, what, I can do this. Just go there. There we go. So as you can see there, we got vectors. We'll have to do vectors, which is fine. Yeah, which is fine. So everything looks good there. What we can do, we can just double check that. We can just go. We can just put this to plan. There we go. So we can now, if you look there on the display, we can go through each step by step. Let me just do that again. There we go. So there's our. You saw. Sorry, I was a bit quick there. You saw our top of descent there. There's the Getten. And then remember I said, oh, I'm going too quick here. Sorry guys. Yeah, there we go. Then we're going to do a right turn. A right turn. There's the CT, the CTV, the Cape Town VOR. But as I say, I'm not going to do that. We're going to do a right turn, and then we'll go vectors, and then I'll do a left turn onto final and come in that way. Yeah. So good. All right. Let's see how long we've actually got till top of descent. 111 nautical miles. So I'll see you guys in a little while then. I just wanted to quickly show you just our arrival. Cool. I'll see you guys in a bit.